accepted Theodore McCarrick's offer to resign from the College of Cardinals. A Vatican statement today says Francis received a resignation letter from McCarrick yesterday. McCarrick is the former Archbishop of Washington, D.C. The move comes after several allegations of sexual abuse. A former top Democrat in New York State has been sentenced to 7 years in prison for taking $4 million in bribes. Nomino Giadina, member station WNYC, reports.
Former Assembly Speaker Sheldon Silver served in the New York legislature for 38 years and was Speaker for 2 decades. He was arrested and tried for federal fraud and extortion charges in 2015. The conviction was overturned when a U.S. Supreme Court decision narrowed the definition of public corruption. In a retrial this year, a Manhattan jury convicted Silver of the same crimes. The 74-year-old Silver said in a statement before the sentencing he didn't want to die in prison. The judge rejected his lawyer's request that instead of prison time, he run a government help desk as community service. For NPR News, I'm Nomeen Ojiadin in New York.
In Zimbabwe, President Emmerson Mnangagwa and his main challenger, Nelson Chamisa, are holding final campaign rallies ahead of Monday's election. The election is the first since longtime leader Robert Mugabe resigned in November following a military takeover. And heavy rain is falling in Japan from an approaching typhoon. The storm expected to dump more rain on a region that was hit by deadly floods and landslides earlier this month. This is NPR News.
Support for NPR comes from NPR stations. Other contributors include the Candida Fund, supporting individual dignity and sustainable communities through investments in transformative leaders and ideas. Learn more at KENDEDAFund.org, and the Corporation for Public Broadcasting.
Digging a hole right through the place. one-room shack. Yeah, my paint job's starting to peel, and there's a crack in my windshield. But you can bet each time I leave, I'll be looking back to my sweet, sweet, sweet Okeechobee. A hole of black water with sawgrass, citrus trees. Yeah, my sweet, sweet, sweet Okeechobee's calling me. With a 4 on 10 and a bottle, that's where I'll be. Yeah, you can find me with a 4 on 10 and a bottle, that's where I'll be. Yeah, you can find me with a 4 on 10 and a bottle, that's where I'll be.
Rolling, strutting and a strolling, moving, a grooving. Here we go live. Welcome to the Florida Folk Show. We're glad that you tuned in on your radio. We're singing songs and keeping you up to date on the things that are happening in the Sunshine State. We've got stories, tales, and history, sometimes a joke to go. You'll learn some things about Florida that you might not know.
July.
So tell everybody, everywhere you go.
27. No, 28. 27.
Listen to the Florida Folk Show. Everybody sing with me.
Welcome to the Florida Folk
Show.
Yeah, all right. Yes, you are listening to the Florida Folk Show here on WMNF 88.5 Community Conscious Radio, Newport Richey, Zephyr Hills, way up there in Brooksville where the Frankie J and the Chicken Parade kind of hang out, somewhere around that area, the farm, and way down south there where J. Robert is down in Marco Island, and way down there, down in the southwest, where Rayford Stark is just now getting up from a night of playing all night long at the Rod and Gun Club. So anyway, that's the news of the day. We've got a whole crowd of people here today. My co-host is here with me, Mr. Gary Harrell. How you doing, Gary?
Doing great. Good morning, everyone. And I'd like to remind everyone that they can go to Facebook for the live video stream. Look for WMNF, Florida Folk Show, on Facebook. And
That's right.
Just tune in.
And I'm let you know, Gary, that your wife is listening. I woke her up twice this morning trying to call you. Couldn't get your phone, so I called her because we need a bass amp. If anybody nearby the studio's got a bass amp, bring it on down here and go up to the door and ring the doorbell. We'll be watching the cameras for you, and we'll get it and have you come on in and watch the show with us.
But only by 9:30. Don't come at like 1 in the afternoon with the...
Yeah. So I called Ronnie. He's a bass player, but he said he hasn't had a bass in 10 years. So, you really don't need one. There's always a bass wherever you go. That's why Curtis here forgot his he didn't forget it. He just left it there, knowing that I was going to bring mine over here. So anyway, I want to welcome to the show, before I get to you guys there, I want to welcome Mr. J.T. Brown. How you doing, J.T.?
Good. Doing well. How are you?
All right, man. Now speak right into that mic when you're
Gotcha.
talking. Yeah. And J.T. is a singer-songwriter of some renown. He showed up in one of my favorite magazines the other day at the Garden and Gun. Now, I'm not really a gardener. I'm not a gun person, but I love that magazine. It's got some of the best writing and stories about the South that you've ever seen in your life. I mean, all aspects of it. Every week, it even gives you a little bit of recipes for Southern food and Southern drinks. Even it's a really cool. And there he is on the page, and I thought, well, this guy is great. I listened to his music online, and so just for the heck of it, he lives around here. I called him up, and he said, "Yeah, I'll come on in." So here we have J.T. Brown. How you doing, man?
I'm doing well. It's early, which I think is a nice change.
Yeah. Well, how about this? How about if you do us a song first? That's a good way of introducing yourself, and then we'll come back and talk about your life. And
Yeah, I'm gonna do a song about a cowboy running from the federale.
All right. What's the name of it?
It's called Half Moon.
Okay.
The time flies when you're having fun. Warp speed, baby, when you're on the run. Pack a raid, a smoking gun. It's all I have to claim. Not for booze and cigarettes, you're standing here with no regrets, pulling teeth, hedging bets, all a part of the game. So oh, you ain't been chasing me down, or chasing me now for days. They don't know, they don't ride a different kind of way, baby. Oh, I see a step ahead through the skyway desert maze. Oh, they be cursing my name, yeah. But it's all the same. Said it's all the same. Well, it's all the same. 40 dark and hallowed nights, haven't seen the city lights, so I don't mind those stars all bright. Oh, neon hurts my head. So keep your pork and caviar, motorboats, Lord, and your fancy cars. So I'll be on my way to Mars, soaking up the red, yeah. So oh, you ain't been chasing me down, oh, chasing me now for days. They don't know that I'm riding a different kind of way, baby. So oh, I say step ahead through the skyway desert maze. Oh, they be cursing my name, yeah. But it's all the same. So it's all the same, yeah. Oh, it's all the same. But it's all the same, yeah. Oh, all the same. So time flies when you're having fun. Warp speed, baby, when you're on the run. Pack of reds and a smoking gun, that's all I have to claim.
Wow.
Thanks, guys. Thank you very much.
All right. Where did you write that? What got you that idea?
I feel like I wrote it on a beach somewhere. I don't know. I was just thinking about psychedelics, I guess, and the story's about a cowboy that's, like I said, he's running from the federale, and then he crosses the Rio Grande and he finds a patch of peyote and he eats it, and they can't find him because he's floating around somewhere in the stratosphere. I guess it's about escapism when it's boiled down.
Where is your home these days?
I live in downtown St. Pete.
Downtown St. Pete.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Come down sometime on Tuesday night at the old Key West Bar and Grill, 25th and Central. We have a Florida Folk Night on that night.
Hey,
in fact,
cool.
this week on that night, we've got it's Marilyn's birthday, and so it's a very special night, and we're going to have Frankie, Jay, and the Chicken Parade. And look at that. Here they are right here in the studio.
You guys are playing.
Yeah,
Cool.
these guys are playing.
Cool.
I'd love to have you down there to get up and do a couple songs,
I'm down. What's the date again?
Tuesday.
Any Tuesday.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. It's just coming to, what is the date?
30th, 31st?
31st, I think, yeah.
Nice.
Right.
Tuesday's always a good day.
And the week after that, we got Sam Passetti coming in from St. Augustine. So you got to see him. He's the guitar player in Florida, I'll tell you what. Okay, Frankie, Jay, how you doing, man?
Doing good.
All right, get right up to that mic, man. And,
Doing good.
tell us what's going on here.
Turn your mic on. Right
Oh,
there.
there's a switch.
Turn that switch on. There you go.
How's that? Ah, I hear
That's better.
myself.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
what do you got going here?
Well, brought the band in today for some moral support, backup.
How do you describe this band?
Ne'er-do-wells,
I was
derelicts.
I was going to say all that.
No, I got Curtis Wayne Shaper on bass. Hopefully it
Good
comes
morning.
CW, how you doing, man?
Doing great. How are you, Pete?
Okay.
I want to thank you again for bringing that bass amp for me.
Yeah.
You're the guy I can count on. You never, ever, ever let me down.
We'll
Thank
see
you,
how
Pete.
that goes.
No one's coming here soon.
You know what I told Gary before the show is that probably what's going to happen. I often listen to your show after the fact. You know, you go to the archives. So, 4 or 5 o'clock this afternoon, you're going to have like 6 bass amps rolling.
Right. Okay.
We also have Ingrid Shaper on the flute. She's going to join us for a couple songs and backup vocals. Off to my left is Pascal Paul Belmore, a dobro player extraordinaire.
Okay.
Good morning.
And where do you call your home? What is the right town for me to say that you all are from?
We are not from, we are from West Central Florida.
West Central Florida.
Because I'm from Newport Richey, Curtis is from Arapika.
You could be from Land O'Lakes if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's a general area.
Okay.
So. And Paul's from Dade City, so.
Well, Pasco, he's got,
Pasco,
he's got it.
that's right.
Him and Tom Skid Row from up there.
Dade.
Well, what do you got for us? Got a song for us?
We do have a song. We're going to play, this is the Florida Folk Show, so we're going to do a Florida folk song. This is a song I wrote with a friend of mine, Peter Kuhn. I want to send a shout out to him. This is called Durney Key.
Durney?
Durney, D-U-R-N-E-Y. It's a little island in the Cody River, Newport Richey.
He's going to sing you all about it.
Well, there's a place I know where summer lasts all year, where the bulrush grows and the beach is crystal clear, and we would jump into the water. It's paradise to me. Yeah, we would jump into the water. Take your best girl and your old kayak, nothing but a cooler and a 10 on your back, 6-pack of Coke and a bottle of Jack, camping on Durney Key. It's just a small spit of an island, seems to change with every tide. And if you're fishing, you can stand in the middle and cast to either side. And we would jump into the water. It's paradise to me. Yeah, we would jump into the water. Where the cormorant and the pelican fly, you can hear the mullet slapping as they try to reach the sky, with the sweet calypso music of the boats going by, camping on Durney Key. So if you're ever by the stilt house at the mouth of the old Cody, it's the Cody River, just take a turn out of the channel. It's a drift off marker number 3, and we would jump into the water. It's paradise to me. Yeah, we would jump into the water. Take your best girl in your old kayak, nothing but a cooler and a 10 on your back, 6-pack of Coke and a bottle of Jack, camping on Durney Key. Camping,
Dancing,
camping,
dancing.
camping on Durney Key.
All right. Camping on Durney Key. That's pretty cool. You know, you really have a knack, Frankie. The whole band does, actually. You've got a bunch of guys that really fit in with the kind of theme that you have all the time, which is kind of a skewered, humorous look at everything, and it's really refreshing. There's only been a handful of bands that did songs like this that I can ever remember around, and one of them, of course, was the Peters Road 7. They did almost operatic, almost like one-act plays sometimes. Cool. Some of the songs were. One song would be a whole set every once in a while,
Nice.
And
well, thanks, Pete.
So that's fantastic. Okay. Well, while we've got, I've got to do something real quick here. Let's see.
How Help out the station by spreading the word about WMNF. Tell a friend to check us out on 88.5.
All righty. Okay. Now, JT, do you have another one for us?
Sure.
We got JT Brown here, folks. He's from downtown St. Pete, and he's new to me, but I think he's been on the scene a while. He's a very good songwriter. You got anything about Florida, maybe, or we'll have to give you that assignment when you come back.
Let's see, I'll do a song called All My Love. See if we can keep this guitar in too.
What's the name of it?
Called All My Love.
Okay.
All my love, listen out and know. Won't you tell me where you're coming from? Double up, call your bluff. I'll be leaving in the morning, so Lord knows I've tried. Boy, oh, I've tried every day and every night. Where to keep you satisfied. Oh, but now I see the light come shining through me, yeah, oh, oh, oh. So all my love was all in vain, burning holes inside my brain, acting tough, strut your stuff, keep your head above the water, all the yoga in the world, it won't fill up a broken girl. You ain't real, Lord, you can't heal. Where the game is up, edge your truth is on reveal. Yeah, well, if I didn't know you, baby, say you're good as gold. With a glowing light, yeah, you have me so. You're no good, well, your heart is cold. 'Cause I found you up, howling at the moon, oh. So all my love is saving me from the stinging of a killer bee. You never know it, life can bring. When you go running from the keeper, when the smoke, when it fades away, oh, nothing but the past remains. Well, I pray you found your way. Oh, my love, baby, now more. Stay, baby, yeah. Well, if I didn't know you, baby, say you're good as gold. With a glowing light, yeah, you have me so. You're no good, well, your heart is cold. 'Cause I found you off howling at the moon alone. All alone, with 1,000 miles from home. Going home, darling. Oh, the south winds blow. Oh, they blow all the bush down the road. Oh, well, if I didn't know you, baby, say you're good as gold. With a glowing light, yeah, you have me so. You're no good, well, your heart is cold. 'Cause I found you off howling at the moon. I'm a man, said I've been up and down, but I have my heart buried in the ground. Now I'm free, said oh Lord, a rolling stone. 'Cause I found you off howling at the moon alone. Yeah, yeah. So all my love, it's not enough. Won't you tell me where you're coming from? Double up in your call, your bluff. I'll be leaving in the morning. I think I'll use this instrument. I give a shout out to my boy Dylan for letting me borrow his guitar.
Okay, what kind of guitar is that?
It's a Taylor. It's like a
okay,
114 or something like that.
Just so you know, we have someone from France listening.
Cool.
Mike Worrell. I think he's in France.
Mike.
Italy, one of them.
Pretty cool.
He'll be
Ooh,
back
man.
here tomorrow. But,
You say France to me, and I think of chicken perlu, man. Ooh.
yeah.
Yeah, that's good
Making
stuff.
Frankie nervous. So.
Yeah. Now we let's see. Let me do this real quick too.
WMNF hosts its first celebration of Homegrown Heroes Sunday, August 19th at the Gulfport Casino, and you can join the celebration. WMNF is honoring Tampa Bay individuals and organizations who are sowing the seeds of equality and peace and promoting social, economic, and environmental justice. Your organization can sponsor a table for 8 for $300. Individual tickets are $35 in advance, $40 at the door. Details are at WMNF.org. Join WMNF for live entertainment, local food, a silent auction, and a celebration of homegrown heroes. Sunday afternoon, August 19th from 2 to 6 at the Gulfport Casino.
Okay, and we have a announcement here. Steve Conley and the Lesser Gods, Scully, Ronnie Elliott, the Bottomatics, Ed Wotil, Ricky Wilcox and the Moonsnakes, Rich Whiteley Trio, Dean Johannesson, and the 24-Hour Men are going to put on just a huge benefit at Cage Brewery, First Avenue South in St. Pete. Proceeds go to the benefit for one of our great music fans and much loved member of the Florida folk community, Janet Lambert Sabella. So that's Sunday, July 29th, between 1 and 9 at Cage Brewery. Okay? And let's see, we got somebody on the phone here. Let me see if we can't dial this person in here. All right. Hello, you're live on the Florida Folk Show. Who is this and where are you from? Hey. Well, we don't have her live. I thought looks like she's on there, but she's not. Okay. Well, maybe she'll come back on later. Anyway. Oh, and someone asked, where can I buy a Jack Kerouac shirt? Right now, they're selling a new Jack Kerouac shirt. It's white. It has a diagram. I mean, a photo on it. I mean, not a photo, but a drawing on it by James, the guy that did the mural at the Flamingo Bar. And then we're gonna have the black ones and with the photograph. They'll be coming up soon, sometime in the next month or two. And so we also have the Mrs. Barmore and a T-shirt for well, now somebody's on there. Let's see. Hello, are you live?
Yes.
Okay, is this you?
This is me.
Mrs. Barmore, just talking about you. All right, how you doing? You still got your T-shirts, right?
Right.
All right. And all the proceeds go to WMNF, of course,
That's
for the sale of those
yeah.
shirts.
I had a lot of people saw them and they liked them.
All right.
We look handsome on those T-shirts.
Oh boy. Well.
How you been?
Oh, doing okay. How do you like the music
Going
today?
Good.
How do you like
Got
the
a
music?
good show this morning.
Yeah, thank you.
I was going to ask Gary, when's he bowling?
In the tournament?
Yes.
I'm bowling Thursday night at 7 o'clock.
Night.
Yeah.
Okay. I know. I called.
And you don't need tickets
tickets
for that. You can come and watch.
Yeah, I thought I would. Called about tickets and they were all gone.
Okay.
For to watch the ladies, the pros. And then they told me that people were, bowling with some of them. So I thought, okay, I'll go.
Well, you could probably go on Friday. I don't think you need tickets. The only thing you need tickets for is the CBS TV show thing.
Well, I wanted to be on TV.
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
What we're talking about is the professional women's bowling tour is coming to Seminole Lanes this next weekend, August 2nd, and then Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. That's what we're talking about here.
Do you know who you're bowling with?
Not yet. No, I won't know until I'm there. I'll bowl with 3 different pros.
Oh, my goodness. Well, you'll do okay. You're really a good bowler.
JT, you didn't know we get the bowling
That's
report
right.
every week, did you?
Fantastic. Gary doesn't look like a professional woman's
That's
bowler
right.
to me.
No,
So I
no.
haven't started bowling
It's
yet.
called the Pro-Am.
I hope
Yeah.
that I can.
Well, he bowls like this, with 2 hands.
I bowl left-handed.
And they let him get up halfway down the lane to
Yeah.
just let it off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
never done. Well, I did that once. Didn't let loose of the ball. That was in my younger years. I couldn't do it now. I wouldn't be able to get up.
Well, maybe Frankie J's got a song about that.
That's right.
About bowling. Yeah.
About your younger years or something,
Yeah.
don't you?
Something about doing something in an alley.
Oh.
They don't call them bowling alleys anymore. Now they
Thank
call
you
them
for
bowling
calling.
centers.
And
Oh, who's going to be there Tuesday, Pete?
Frankie J and the Chicken Parade.
Oh, that they are. So
Maybe
great.
JT will show up too. You never know.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
A
right.
lot of people show up. And
Okay.
It's so
That's
great
fun.
because you get to hear all these different people around St. Pete and the whole area that play. And,
Around the whole world.
That's
yeah,
right.
really, seriously.
And,
they come in and
Mrs. Barmore, we want you to join us on this next song.
which one is
This
it?
is Grace of God.
Oh, that's pretty.
right.
Nice.
Well, thanks for calling in.
Okay, you guys. I love you all.
Love you
All
too.
right.
Bye-bye
Bye.
now.
Take care.
Bye. Okay. Grace of God. Here we go.
This is a song about a homeless lady in Newport Richey. Actually, we're having a FMFI fundraiser August 18th in Port Richey at the Oasis Coffee Spot. So it's a food and fundraiser drive. I want to throw a plug in for that. So,
All right.
but this is a song called "There But for the Grace of God." She had 5 acres and a house nestled up in the hills. And a good steady job kept her one step ahead of the bills. And a beat up old Buick wasn't fancy, but it never broke down. And her husband beat her up one last time before he finally left town. Then the factory picked up and it moved down to Mexico. And that unemployment check didn't go as far as it needed to go. She got ate up with worry, trying to live day to day. Then the bank came by and took her house away. There but for the grace of God, there but for the grace of God, there but for the grace of God, go you and I. There but for the grace of God, count your blessings for what you've got. There but for the grace of God, go you and I. She pulls him down by the bridge underneath an old street light. Crawls into the back seat, settles in for the night. She closes her eyes, waiting for the morning to come. Wondering to herself where her next meal's gonna come from. She'd heard of a place on the seedier side of town where you can get a hot meal when your luck has run down. She'll go there tomorrow, she knows it's not that far of a ride. She's got some fuel in the tank if she could only overcome her pride. There but for the grace of God, there but for the grace of God, there but for the grace of God, go you and I. There but for the grace of God, count your blessings for what you've got. There but for the grace of God, go you and I. story ends right there. You counted out that there's still people who care. They told her of a program where she could go to school for free. Now she's got a job working physical therapy. She's got a small trailer behind a convenience store. Though it's not the Taj Mahal, she doesn't sleep in her car anymore. She wakes up in the morning, walks over to the Circle K to get a cup of coffee, reaffirming that her life is okay. There's a man on the sidewalk asking people for their nickels and dimes. She hands him $1, remembering those leaner times. And she thinks, there but for the grace of God, there but for the grace of God, there but for the grace of God, go you and I. There but for the grace of God, count your blessings for what you've got. There but for the grace of God, go you and I. She had 5 acres and a house nestled up in the hills.
Beautiful, beautiful.
All right.
Thank you.
Paul, you do a great job on that.
He does, huh?
That dobro there.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. That's a beautiful song, Frankie. That goes in probably the top 10, I think, you know. It really does. I had a couple, let's see, we have a tip jar donation. We brought in some money today.
Awesome.
$20 from Ron Townsend.
Hey, all right, Ron.
Hey, that's our drummer.
He's our drummer usually.
Well, he says he's the cajon
king. Yeah.
I thought it said Cajun, but now I get it. Cajon player with a chicken parade. We're not allowed to say it on the air, are we? Cajon?
Cojones?
Yeah, sure. Not cojones.
Where's that? Oh boy, it's too late now.
Too late now.
We will have a sit-in drummer for a cajon player for Tuesday night's gig.
All right.
So Emery Williams from the Homegrown Sounds. You remember that band?
Oh yeah.
Peg and
yeah.
Emery.
Cool.
We're gonna have
Mizoline, I hope that's how to pronounce it, from Lakeland. She's from France originally and listens all the time. No other station is like it. And she knows Randy Wynn.
All right.
Ooh. So she's from France and she knows Randy Wynn. So, okay, Mizoline. I hope that's how to pronounce it. And it rhymes with Vaseline, I guess. Mizoline.
See, you're going to need that button again in a minute.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, Sarah from Arcadia. I realize if you're the one that has owed the Jack Kerouac shirt, what we're going to do is we're going to if you could put your address, email us your address and the size, and we'll give you one of the ones that are out there now, and plus we'll throw in a Mrs. Barmore T-shirt, and then when the new black ones come back in, I'll send you that also. So if that's if you're the one that sent in the donation form, then we'll take care of you that way. Okay. Now, let's see. JT Brown is here from downtown St. Pete. Where are you from originally, JT?
I grew up in Lutz.
Lutz.
Yeah.
Beautiful downtown Lutz. Yeah. We had two. Jim Mason, who's normally where you sit every week. He's I should have mentioned that earlier. He's taking a little sojourn to Iowa, back to his home area of Iowa, but he'll be back in 2 weeks. But he was in here one day with. In fact, we have it somewhere, don't we?
I think it's on our.
It might
CD.
be on that. Yeah. He and Steve Harvey wrote a song right on the spot. I said, well, you guys are both great songwriters.
Yeah.
Write one right now. And they did. They wrote it. It was about Lutz.
Yeah, we had a caller. Yeah, we had a caller from Lutz wanted to know if there was a song from Lutz that they wrote it.
That's right.
No pressure, JT.
So, what do you got for us, man?
Let's see. I'll do a This song called Down the Coast.
Down the Coast?
About no particular person. Well, I chase your ghost way up and down the coast, 'cause the universe tells me you're the one that I love the most. Oh, and in your eyes where the warm sun rises, and it's no big surprise that I'll be following you. From the bright lights of Tokyo to Rome and back home, Lord, to Tennessee. Oh, one day, sweet June, you're gonna be loving me. Guess by now you think, oh Lord, I was on the brink of bowing out graciously, accepting my defeat, but I've a heart of gold, so heavy you can't hold it, at only 24 years old, so I'll keep following you. From the bright lights of Tokyo to Rome, Lord, and back home to Tennessee. Oh, one day, sweet June, you're gonna be loving me, yeah. Oh, one day, sweet June, you're gonna be loving me, yeah. Oh, one day, sweet June, you're gonna be loving me. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
What is the symbolism there with the goat? The goats.
The goat? What did you hear?
I don't know. I
goats?
was looking at Curtis over there, and he's making kind of weird look on his face. And I didn't know what. What did you think he was talking?
That's my normal look, Pete. I'm enjoying that song very
I'm not
much.
used to that look.
This
really
guy's
not.
outstanding.
I don't see it very much.
Very nice.
Bright lights of Tokyo to Rome, back home to Tennessee. Like I said, I'm from Lids, but
Yeah.
it's just good vernacular.
All right, let's see. We got to do this now.
There are real heroes in Tampa Bay. You just may not know them. But you can change that Sunday, August 19th, when WMNF hosts its first celebration of homegrown heroes at the Gulfport Casino. WMNF is honoring Tampa Bay individuals and organizations who are sowing the seeds of equality and peace and promoting social, economic, and environmental justice. We're also celebrating our community's homegrown music, art, and culture with live entertainment from the Lint Rollers and a silent auction featuring unique items you won't find anywhere else. Your organization can sponsor a table for 8 for $300. Individual tickets are $35 in advance, $40 at the door. Details are at WMNF.org. Join WMNF and celebrate our homegrown heroes Sunday afternoon, August 19th from 2 to 6 at the Gulfport Casino.
All right, now we have the season for the Craftsman House and all their big shows is coming up soon. Jeff Shore reports that he's already booked Cliff Eberhardt on September 14th at the Craftsman House, and you can contact them for ticket information and that sort of thing. Let's see. Dusty from Newport Richie wanted to hear a song. Are you prepared to do that, or are you going to do something else?
Well, it's also Marilyn's favorite song.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, we should probably do it.
So we'll do this.
This is a good birthday song for Marilyn. What do you think?
Keep your finger on the button over there.
Yeah.
Peter.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. By request. Well, I was lying on my couch watching Planet of the Apes. We've got all 8 movies on videotapes. When out of the corner of my eye I did see a big old hairy spider staring up at me. I jump off the couch, fearing for my life, and these are the words from my dear darling wife. She said, don't be a weenie. Don't be a weenie. Yeah, don't be a weenie. Don't be a weenie. Don't be a weenie. Don't be a weenie. Tighten up those sphincter muscles, grow yourself a pair. Well, I got off the couch, wondering what to do, when my 6-year-old daughter smashed that spider with her shoe. I had to pick it up, so I went looking for some tweezers. When my 6-year-old daughter picked it up with just her fingers, she looked at me sadly, she slowly shook her head, and these are the words that my dear daughter said. She said, don't be a weenie. 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 Tighten up those sphincter muscles, grow yourself a pair. Well, now I was never one to run away from a fight. I always held my ground, always did what was right. I worked real hard to be a good provider, but God almighty, why did you create the spider? God said, don't be a weenie. 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 Tighten up those sphincter muscles, grow yourself a pair. Well, now I'm back on the couch, I'm settled in for the evening. We've got apes riding horses, Charlton Heston is just screaming. Big bowl of popcorn sitting on my lap. It seems like a good time for me to take a nap. I jump off the couch, popcorn strewn across the floor, 'cause a big old moth just flew in through the door. I hate moths. And the moth said, don't be a weenie. 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 Tighten up those sphincter muscles, grow yourself a pair. Don't just stand there frozen with a panic-stricken stare. I think I better go, I need to change my underarm deodorant. Don't be a weenie. Don't be a weenie.
All right. Well, one question, Dusty. Is that a true story?
No, no.
See, you write great songs all your life.
Now somebody
and that's the one you're going to be remembered for. Right there.
Now somebody called right in the middle of that song. I'd like to know, who is this on the phone? Hello?
Hi, Pete.
Oh, my God, it's Zach Platt.
Zach Platt.
From Platka.
Yeah, we're eastbound and down on State Road 64. Literally, we just crossed Horse Creek, heading into Ona, and we're going to the Caladium Festival in Lake Placid. And my question is, you probably said at the beginning, who did you open the show with? What song was that? That was a good one.
Oh, you know what? That was the, I'm sorry, I forgot that. That was, the song was Okeechobee, and it's by the Wrinkle Neck Mules. And in fact, that's the title of their album.
It's a wonderful song, was a great sound, and I'll let you go. See y'all later.
All right. Thank you, Zach.
Bye, Zach.
Bye, Zach.
See ya.
So Foster Barnes thinks me and Frankie J sound the same. Oh. I don't know if that's his Frankie talking now.
Sing a few lines, Jerry.
You know, Foster's kind of a rodeo type guy, and he's hanging out at the beach, so it causes a change in people.
There you go. Yeah.
We have another tip jar donation. Thank you very much. $20 from Stevie Z.
All right. Thanks, Steve.
Do we know him?
Yes, we do.
Oh, okay. All right. So maybe was he a member of the band too?
Well, we're the Chicken Parade, so
it's
everyone
the whole
that joins whenever
parade,
we have a party, you know, they come on some of the
We
songs.
got other cluckers everywhere.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, I'd like to remind people that WMNF is listener supported. It's the last local radio station around. So thanks for supporting us when you can. All right. 88.5 FM.
All right. Somebody wants to know, can you please tell us what bluegrass band does to the rock cover songs? Charlie wants to know, JT. Do you have any idea?
Hayseed Dixie.
There you go.
What's it called?
Hayseed Dixie.
Hayseed Dixie. They do hip hop, don't they?
They do everything.
Oh, okay.
We do a lot of AC/DC.
Well, I'd like to hear another one. If you guys each have a short one to do, JT, you got.
Let's see.
We got about 6-7 minutes left in the show.
Yeah.
Short one.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage to start at a song whistling.
Let me mention
this early in the
too.
morning.
First of all, WMNF's HD3 channel, The Source, offers many quality public radio news and talk shows. Every day on The Source, we carry programs like the Ralph Nader Radio Hour, Tom Hartman, the BBC World Service, and many more, many more. Listening is easy. Just go to WMNF.org/listen or tap The Source on the WMNF smartphone app.
All right, what do you got for us, JT?
JT Brown. What's it called?
Doesn't have a name yet.
That's a good name.
Doesn't have a third verse either, so
Okay.
that makes sure.
It's a short one.
That'll work for this. I was on my way, baby. Turn the car around to hear you say, darling. Was on my way, oh darling. Fell into the sound of falling rain, baby. So don't knock me down, girl, you know I wanna stay. So, I've been spending all of my days. There ain't no one to make me change my ways. Till the sun came up, I called your name out loud. So called your name out loud. Whoa, it's gonna be on my way, little darling. Was on my way, babe. Turn the car around, or to hear you say, darling. Well, I was on my way, oh darling, but I fell into the sound of the falling rain, baby. So don't knock me down, girl, you know I wanna stay. So, I've been spending all of my day, but ain't no one to make me change my ways. The sun came up, I called your name out loud. So I called your name out loud, eh?
All right.
And it's got another verse coming, huh?
That's
On the
right.
way.
That's pretty good.
All
That's
right.
pretty good.
Thanks.
Yeah.
man.
The obvious name is On My Way.
That's right.
Yeah, that's the working title. Honestly, it's what's on my phone now.
Yeah. Okay.
He wants royalties.
You are listening to WMNF 88.5 Community Conscious Radio, Tampa, St. Petersburg, Clearwater. Let's name the big towns once in a while, you know.
Yep.
Okay, Alita wants to know, actually it's Little Birdie is actually the name I have here, wants to know, was JT born in Hillsborough County?
I was born in the on the Hillsborough side of Lutz. I guess Lutz is probably split, isn't it?
Is it?
I think it is. I think there's.
It goes.
No, maybe depends.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the
County
backside
line
of
road.
Cheval there, county line. Sure. Oh well, yeah, that makes sense.
Well, Little Birdie, I wonder why you asked that question.
Hillsborough County.
Maybe you
Close
could
as
write
we
us
can.
back and tell us, you know.
All right.
All right, Frankie, We got right around 3 minutes, 3 minutes.
We'll play it fast.
Yeah.
This is a song about Florida, a somber look at Florida. But we brought Ingrid to bring her flute, so we're going to have her play it.
It's the history of Florida as seen through the eyes of Florida.
I've seen the distant glaciers thaw, hidden rivers carve my lakes' designs through the sawgrass and the pines. Then the mighty mastodon graze the fields and walk on my shorelines through the sawgrass and the pines. Offshore breezes blowing, rivers overflowing, sturgeon everywhere, great heron fill the air. The panther and the Seminole walk the trail with cubs and wives behind, through the sawgrass and the pines. Then came modern industry, flashing lights around construction signs, through the sawgrass and the pines. Offshore manifest destiny is taking its toll on me. Am I the only
Live
one
from NPR News in Washington, I'm Giles Snyder. Crews in Northern California do not expect the weather to cooperate as they battle the car fire. Officials expect triple-digit temperatures and strong winds for the remainder of the weekend. The fires killed 2 firefighters and destroyed hundreds of